Hi, how are you doing today?
Very well, thank you. And you?
Doing good, doing good. What were you up to today at work? Were you doing a lot of sitting, a lot of standing? Did you do any physical exercise recently?
A lot of sitting,
A lot
yes.
of sitting. So we're gonna
Yes.
stretch out all the way up. Get all of those muscles super, super stretched out. And then we're gonna squish super, super tight. Everything super tight. Everything super, super tight. Even in your face. And then we're gonna stretch out all the way out. That just feels so good. We're gonna roll our necks all the way up. Yeah, this is so great. And we're gonna start with, oh, my headphones are plugged in. All right. Mm, just, we're gonna do that in your octave. Oh, this is really loud. And we're gonna check our posture. We're gonna make sure we have our feet shoulder width apart, knees slightly bent, shoulders rolled back in a comfortable position. There's no tension, and we're just gonna roll our head back and forth. Mm. Just keep rolling that back and forth. Make sure to bend those knees as we're ascending. Mini squat if you want to do that. Again. Oh, sorry. So slidey. Take a ton of time with that. If you want to even use your hand to gesture that, that works.
Gotcha.
Right. Keep moving that neck back and forth one more time. Great work with that. We're gonna go back to sing a mama, sing a mama, sing a mama, sing a mama, sing, 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 and do this with your hands. Ready and go.
Sing a mama, sing a mama, sing a mama, sing a mama, sing. And go.
Sing a mama, sing a mama. It's your turn.
Sing a
And
mama, sing a mama, sing a mama, sing a mama, sing. And go.
there's no and go. There's no and go. But thank you for doing that. I appreciate that. It's gonna be sing a mama, sing a mama, sing a mama, sing a mama, sing, sing, sing,
Sing a mama, sing a mama, sing a mama, sing a mama, sing. Sing, sing. Sing a
zinga
mama,
mama. You're good. You're
sing a
good.
mama,
You're good.
sing a
You're
mama,
doing
sing.
fantastic. What?
Sing a mama, sing a mama, sing a mama, sing a mama, sing.
Yes, that's correct. Thank you for showing me that you know the right words. Could you also do this like you're throwing a dart? Very, very minute, little tiny movements. Like it doesn't take that much to throw a dart, just a little couple fingers. All right.
Sing a mama, sing a mama, sing a mama, sing. Sing. Sing a mama, sing a mama, sing a mama, sing a mama, sing. Sing.
Zing, zing, zing.
Sing, sing, sing. Sing a mama, sing a mama, sing a mama, sing. Sing, sing.
I want you to feel like there's like, are you feel well, okay? Yes. Let's take a second. You're doing wonderful. You're doing wonderful, and I thank you for following all my directions. Um, how does it feel when you're doing these ascending exercises? Where are you feeling are you feeling anything? Yeah.
Mm, no, no, no. Honestly, I just had my aligners all day long. So I
Okay.
just removed them to start singing, and it feels kind of weird. So I'm adjusting to that.
That's okay. You know what? That makes sense. Does it feel like there's a lot of things happening over here?
Yes.
All right. That might make sense because we're doing this little like for the little exercises that are so close up here. Let's do some more like breathing exercises stuff just to really warm you up because I completely forgot about that. That was on me. All right. We're gonna
Okay.
do in for 4, hold for 2, out for 4. And we're gonna let all that air out on a tss. All right?
Okay. Yep.
Alrighty. Ready. And in, 2, 3, 4, hold, 2, and out. 2, 3, 4, and get all that air out. All that air out. Are we maintaining that good singer's posture? Keep our shoulders rolled back, no tension. We're feeling so great. We're feeling so loose and free. All right. Um, we're gonna do in for 4, hold for 2, out for 8 this time. You got it. All right. Ready and in. 2, 3, 4, hold 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and let all that air out. Great work. And now we're going to jump all the way up to 16 because I believe in you and you've got this and we've been doing this for a while. All right. Ready and in, 2, 3, 4, hold 2, out 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Let all that air out. And we're going to make sure we're checking in with our alignment. Nothing is tense. It's all doing really good, doing super great. Now we're just gonna let all that air out. No, we're not gonna let all that air out. Sorry, let me clarify my directions. We're gonna breathe in for 4, hold for 2, and then tss for as long as you can. As long as you can. You got this. And then as soon as you're out of air, just go like this. Because I don't think I'll be able to hear it with the Zoom, but just wanted to try. All right, ready? Good
Ready.
second posture. Let's do this thing. All right. Ready and 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32. Ah, good for you! That was like times 2 of what we basically did earlier. And so look at all that lovely breath that you've got in you. This is a wonderful exercise. Now we're gonna make some transfers with that. Poi, 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 poi.
Poi, 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 poi. Poi, 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 poi,
We're gonna
poi.
feel our lower rib cage as we're doing this, doing a little bit of a superhero pose right here. Great work. All right.
Poi, 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 poi. Poi, 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 poi. Poi, 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 poi. Poi, 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 poi.
Pause for just a second. Where are we feeling? Are we feeling anything?
A little bit in my throat.
A little bit in your throat. Are we feeling any tension?
A little tension.
All right, let's do a different exercise then, because I think that we want to keep the engagement a little bit lower,
Mm-hmm.
um, and that's gonna help you with your piece. So that's gonna make some good transfers. Alrighty, we're gonna start down here again. He. We're gonna do that, and again, feeling for that lower abdominal abduction.
He, 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 he.
Could be.
He, 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 he. He.
Can you make more of the attack on the H instead of the E? This is like not a normal choir thing, but I just want to try it with you. He.
He.
Yes. Can we roll our shoulders out a little bit? Let's do that. Yeah, let's do he. And we're just feeling that lower engagement all the way through, all right? And we're gonna make that head turn really slow. No stops at all. We're not going up, we're just going right and left, all right?
All right.
He, 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 he. Let's do a little bit more of a slidey exercise one more time. We're gonna do Z. Let's do Z ah and make it as messy as we want to. We're just gonna let it all roll out, all right? One more time. I'm so sorry. I was talking at the same time. Oh, let's do this. Hand motion with me. Hey, all right. Hand motion with me. Zia. One more thing I'm gonna add to this because I know you can do two things at once. A million things at once. Zia. We're gonna do our little ballerina thing again, all right? And we're gonna Zia. And we're gonna keep a consistent vowel throughout that entire ah. Let's move up. Zia. Good work. Remember that breath is going to be something that we're going to feel throughout the entire phrase. It's going to be like we're pointing. How about instead of doing this, let's do zia. You're sending that breath down as we're singing. All right. Zia. Um, just pause for just a second. I wanted to double check this because I think it might be a computer thing. Are you stopping in the middle of that second phrase? Are you going zia? Ah? All right. It's just the computer glitching. You're good. Wanted to double check that for my sake. Alrighty. Let's keep going up. Great work. Pretend that with me. Every time you're sending this down, you're thinking about like the roots of a tree. You know how the trees kind of go like they're grounded by their roots. If they didn't have their roots, they just fly away. They just the wind would blow and they'd be like poof on the ground. Not fun at all. When you're singing, same vibe. Every time you're doing this, your roots are just growing into the soil. Your roots being all of these lower abdominal muscles, even that little squat that we're doing. We're thinking about all of that. We're sending our roots into the ground. All right? That's what we're gonna feel like. All right. Zia. Zia. We can make it super slidey. Let's do that. All right. Let's go a little bit lower again. E. Let's stop right there. I'm sorry, I didn't give a very clear instruction. That was on me. All right. Let's do thee on thee on thee. Can you repeat that after me?
PH, D,
Yes.
D on D on D.
Thee on thee on thee.
Thee on thee on thee. Thee on thee on thee.
Oh, sorry, you're right.
Thee on thee on thee. Thee on thee on
Let's move
thee.
that head back and forth as we're doing this exercise again. And let's keep doing that plie as we start. We're gonna do on thee, because we're starting at the top this time. All right.
Thee on thee, on thee. Thee on thee, on thee. Thee on thee, on thee. Thee on thee, on thee.
Thee on thee on thee. Make sure we're opening up just a little bit on that A. All right.
Thee on thee, on thee.
And we're still moving that head back and forth.
Thee.
We're gonna stretch all the way up one more time. How are we feeling physically right now with the singing? Good?
Yes,
Any tension anywhere? Are you feeling any sort of anything? You're
I'm doing good now,
doing good. You're doing good.
right now.
I'm happy with that. I'm happy with the good. I'll take a good. All right. Let me double check on our time. Rainy. Oh, rainy, rainy, rainy. Okay. So, let's move into working on our piece if we're feeling pretty warm. Do you have that karaoke warmed or not karaoke warmed? Do you have that karaoke pulled up?
Yes, it's right.
All right, fantastic. Um, so last time we talked about, let's just review very quickly the different things that we talked about. Actually, now that I have you here, do you remember any of the stuff that we talked about in our previous lessons that you'd like to share?
Um, yeah, we talked about the the way that I used to shorten the words.
Mm-hmm.
Like for example, in the word again,
Mm-hmm.
just to make sure that I use the vowel instead of the consonant to sustain the note.
Yeah.
Uh, yes, exactly. And also making sure that the pronunciation was correct instead of using the D or the DH. So the TH, I meant, so D instead of D.
Yeah.
And yeah,
That was super great. I love those answers, and that's very informative. Thank you. I'm glad that we're going to be thinking about these things as we're singing through this run through. I'm going to do a full run through with you, and then I'll pinpoint some things like we usually do, and we'll go from there. Alrighty?
awesome.
Fantastic. You can start that piece whenever you're ready. I'll be listening.
Last night I waved goodbye. Now it seems years. I'm back in the city where nothing is clear. The thoughts of me holding you, bringing us near, and tell me when will our eyes meet? When can I touch you? When will this strong yearning end? And when will I hold you again? Time in New England took me away. Long rocky beaches, new by the bay. We started a story whose end must now wait, and tell me when will our eyes meet? When can I touch you? When will this strong yearning end? And when will I hold you? I feel the change coming. I feel the wind blow. I feel brave and daring. I feel my blood flow. I could bring out all the love that I have with you. There's a heaven, so earth ain't so bad. Come tell me when will our eyes meet? When can I touch you? When will these strong yeah. And when will I hold you? Again, again.
Yay!
I'm
That
so
was
happy for
so incredible. You were gonna go like that. I appreciate
you.
that. All right, all right, all right. What are some things that you noticed through that run through? What do you feel? Two things that went well that you feel good about. Two things that you want to improve for the next run. Go.
I think I did okay with the air support,
Mm-hmm.
and I think I was kind of concerned about not hitting the notes, but I think I did.
Mm-hmm.
Obviously, I think I was overpowering the music and I couldn't hear it, and I think maybe I was a little bit out of tune at the beginning
Mm-hmm.
and out of sync also. So those two things I would definitely like to improve. It's just a matter of practicing over the karaoke.
Yeah, and that's totally fine. I thought you did really, really good with guest support as well, and so I commend you with that. I think some of our exercises definitely helped with that, so that's really great, and I love to hear that you were holding throughout those all those notes. There were a couple spots that I wanted to look at with you. You mentioned being worried about high notes. Can you talk about how you feel that that manifests physically for you?
Yes, what I noticed is that heading towards the high notes,
Mm-hmm.
I was feeling tension on my throat. So that was my make me concerned that I was not going to be able to hit it.
Yeah.
So I don't know if you noticed at one point I started just relaxing and
Yes.
that's what I did just to handle that. And I think I was able to hit the note.
I'm proud of you, and you did, and you did. There's a couple ways we can approach hitting high notes with you. So let's go back to the beginning of the song. Could you play the first couple measures of just the karaoke so I can hear what key it's in?
Yes. You see, I think.
See, you're right. Thank you. All right. Time in New England. Yeah, all the fun stuff. All right. Great. Now I'm thinking back to her.
Goodbye.
So we're gonna actually sing, if possible, without the karaoke track for now, just because I'm hearing some interruptions with the audio. Has nothing to do with you. I think it might be a Zoom thing, but we're dealing with it, and we're gonna curb it. It's not a problem. We can work through it. All right. Um, so instead of moving your neck back and forth and thinking about that high note being here, let's try and anticipate when you start feeling, okay, I'm heading for a high note. Let's think about that grounded sound that we were talking about earlier. The roots of your tree are extending into the soil. So we're going to do that. Your trunk, we call this a trunk too. You're going to think about your trunk. This is where all of the sound is coming from. It's not here, it's right here. So, let's think about that as we're approaching some of these high notes. Let's sing through that first stanza. Um, Last night I waved goodbye. Let's do that.
Last night I waved goodbye. Now it seems years. I'm back in the city where nothing is clear. The thoughts of me holding you bringing us near, and tell me, when will our eyes meet? When can I touch you? When will this strong yearning end? And when will I hold you again?
Okay, stop right there. You're doing great. Notice about your vowel placement on again. How did you feel about that?
I thought it was okay.
I think you should feel like it was great. It was open, it was clear, it was gorgeous, and you had some vibrancy on the tone. I want you to bring that same vibrancy and energy to when, but thoughts of me holding you, bringing us near. We're gonna open that up. We're gonna open it up. All right, let's start from, but thoughts of me.
Thoughts of me holding you, bringing us near, and tell me. Gotcha.
Yes, yes, that was beautiful. How did that feel?
Much better.
Ew, okay, slay. All right. So, okay. Where nothing is clear, and tell me when will our eyes meet? When... Yearning. Yearning was the thing. I'm like in my brain, I marked it, so I'm looking at the lyrics again. I'm like, that was the one. How do we say yearning in this song?
Yarning, yearning,
Yearning.
yarn, yarn,
Yearning. Hey, hey,
yarn,
doing good. A little bit more, yearning. Say it one more time for me.
yarn, yarn.
You're saying
Uh,
a little bit more yarn. We don't need an R in there. Just forget the R exists. Pretend like you're saying yearning but without the R. So yearning.
okay, gotcha.
All right.
And
Mhm.
this strong yearning.
Let's make sure we're in the right key. You did a good job. Um, okay. And tell me. Let's start from there. And let's actually plie as we're singing that line. Strong yearning and. Can you do that one more time? It got interrupted. You did incredible job. Really, really just go strong yearning and a beautiful little ballerina just moving her head back and forth. How does that feel?
Better.
Feels better. Think about that placement that you found with again and with us. That's the same kind of energy we want to bring to yearning. I think we're getting caught a little bit on the R and with that placement, but you're doing an incredible job. I just want you to know that that's kind of the similar energy. We want to feel open, we want to feel grounded. It is a higher place, but it's not too high for you. And I think the real enemy to you there is just that R. She's gonna be she's an issue with all singing, but if we just pretend that there's a hint of R instead of a dollop, that's gonna be helpful. All right, so let's actually go to the next stanza. Um, cause you okay, let's go. Time in New England took me away.
I'm in New England, took me away to long rocky beaches, new by the bay. We started a story whose end lost now and then tell me.
Pause right there. Great, great work. Gorgeous phrase. And I loved your phrase shape throughout the whole other line. Incredible work. All right. So we started a story whose end must now wait. We're gonna do a little we're gonna feel that engagement. All right, we're gonna do a squat. Let's do this thing. Let's do that line one more time. We
We
started a story.
started a story whose end must now wait.
All right, one more try. So we're gonna do that squat again. We're gonna feel instead of whose end must now wait. No, end must now wait. Feel like that back of your throat is opening and is so clear and so free. And we're just gonna lift the top of our mouth. Whose end must now wait. No work here, just letting it go. You have the notes. All right.
We started a story whose end must now wait.
Yes! Yes! How did that feel?
Much better. Much
Okay.
better. It helped me to visualize that your mandible stays still and it's your
Yes.
head that is opening.
Yes. That. Yes. These are such good things that you're pointing out. I love to hear all of your like lovely remarks about this. Let's run this from the very beginning, running a little bit out of time because this meeting is limited to like a certain amount of time with the recording. We're doing great though. All right. So let's just go back all the way to last night. I waved goodbye, remembering all the good things that we've just worked on, which are, can you list them out to me?
Oh, I've got short-term memory.
Hey, that's okay. That's okay. We talked about vowel placement. We talked
Yep,
about keeping that ground
right.
lowered, that lower abduction. That's where all the sound is coming from. It's from our trunk. And we're talking about where we place our mandible as we have notes, and that the R is not going to be a dollop, it's going to be a sprinkle. It's going to be a hint of an R. Not even there. It's just, it's there, but it's like not. You got me. All right. Let's go from last night I waved goodbye.
Last night I waved goodbye. Now it seems years. I'm back in the city where nothing is clear but thoughts of me holding you, bringing us near. And tell me, when will our eyes meet? When can I touch you? When will this strong yearning end? And when will I hold you again? Don't keep going.
Hey. I like that. I like that. How did you feel about it?
Much better.
Any feelings anywhere about where that placement is feeling?
No,
No? That's a
no.
good sign. You shouldn't be feeling any sort of like, ugh, that was a lot. Because that wasn't. Your range is so high. You've got a fantastic range and you're working with it. You're strutting it, girl. All right, so let's go to that B section, that bridge. I feel the change coming.
I feel the change coming. I feel the wind blow. I feel brave and daring. I feel my blood flow with you. I could bring out all the love that I have with you. There's a heaven so earth ain't so bad. And tell me, when will. Yep.
Great work, great work, great work. I didn't want to stop you because you're doing so fantastic. But as you're saying, I feel my blood flow. Um, are you what do you feel when you sing that phrase?
No, I didn't notice anything.
You didn't notice.
Where I noticed the biggest problem is on the other phrase that if you have to bring another one that I can. With you there is a heaven, so earth ain't so bad.
So
That
earth hurt so bad. It's a matter of just keeping that mandible a little bit more open. So earth ain't so bad. And just letting it ring. You've got it. All right, try that one more time. Let's just isolate that one phrase. We'll work from there.
With you, there's a heaven, so hard things so bad. It's just the actually it's Earth where I'm having more trouble with.
It could be that R. Do you think that's what it is?
I think
The
so.
earth ain't so bad. Hint
Or
of
do I ignore it completely?
So what I just did there was kind of just the placement was not so earth ain't so bad, it's so earth ain't so bad. It's almost like you like fake a little bit of a British accent to get through it. I don't know if that
I,
makes sense for you.
yeah,
Let's try it.
I
All right. With you.
with you, there's a heaven, so hard things so bad. I'm actually ignoring the whole art right there.
Hey, how did that feel? Did that feel a little bit better? A little bit easier?
Yes, I think so. I mean,
All
if
right.
better. I mean, I know that this is an obstacle right there.
Yeah, it's part of it. It's part of it. I also want to encourage you to as we're hitting that high note of that phrase, so earth ain't so bad. We're gonna do our little squats right there.
Everything so bad.
Yeah. All right. All right. So let's put that in context. With you, there's a heaven.
With you, there's a heaven. So are things so bad. So are things so bad.
Yeah, you fixed it. You got it. You got it. All right, we're about to run out of time. So thank you so much for meeting up with me. This was an incredible lesson. How do you feel about it?
I have to
Did,
practice it, and I will. I'll do
Hey, well,
better next.
you had that. You had it all memorized, and I could pick apart different parts, and you were totally working with me. So great job. Give yourself a pat on the back. You deserve it. 10 out of 10. 10 out of 10. I'm gonna end that recording right now before the meeting ends. All right. Thank you so much for working with me. Yay!